Hello, and welcome to Phoenix. My name is Mia, and today I will be showing you how to configure resources in Phoenix to allow tracking their requirements on your schedule. Resources in Phoenix are items that are used in production but not consumed that should be tracked in scheduling to get the full picture. Two of the most common categories of resources are pieces of equipment that can be shared or moved between lines, and crew needed to run the line. They are different from materials in Phoenix in that they are not truly consumed or produced like materials are. Instead, when we say a resource is consumed, what we really mean is it is occupied by a current run, and once that run finishes, the resource is freed up to perform a different task. Today, I will be making a crew resource to keep track of how many people I will need at any given point to run my production lines, and whether it goes over a certain maximum. In the sidebar, under Setup, navigate to Sites. Select the site, and at the top, click Create Resource. I'll then enter the name of my resource, Crew, and a description, if desired. Then I click Save, and the resource is created. Once the resource is created, you may want to customize its availability, so you can be alerted if use of the resource goes above or below certain thresholds. On the newly created resource, click Details, and then next to Availability, click Customize. In the Availability table, click Edit. In this window, you can customize what days of the week and hours of the day the resource is available, and, using these inputs, can set an upper and lower limit for resource use. My plant only has 35 total workers at any given time, so let's set the upper limit of crew to 35. You will probably want to see this resource consumption on the scheduling screen. To do that, return to the Sites page. If you already have a line group, you can edit it to include this resource. Otherwise, you can create a new line group that contains the desired lines, as well as the resource. I am going to edit this line group to contain the resource. Click Details, and then click Edit. Add a line, resource, or material, and then select Crew. Click Save, and we will now be able to view Crew on the scheduling screen. Now I need to import into Phoenix the number of crew needed to run each material. Navigate to Import, and select Consumption Rules, Resources. Start a new import, and select the file. If necessary, select the sheet with the data, and then map the columns. By default, Phoenix assumes that resources are consumed at a flat rate. It takes the same number of people to run a product, whether 500 or 5,000 units of the product are being run. To change the consumption to increase with the amount of product produced, in this dropdown, select By Produced Amount. If you're importing resource requirements for multiple resources with different types, select Column for Type, and make sure you have a column in your file that says which type is used. Map the columns of the import file. At minimum, you must map the required items listed on the left. You can also use the optional items to customize the consumption rules, such as using Line Identifier to set different consumptions depending on which line the material is being run on. To map, simply drag and drop. Once you have mapped everything, ignore the unmapped columns, and hit Continue. Confirm the summary looks correct, and finish the import. To see the result, navigate to Schedules. This is the line group that we edited earlier. Clicking it, we can see the 3 production lines and a line for the crew. The crew line shows how many crew are needed to run the current schedule at any given point. Note that some of the schedule is red. This is pointing out that at that time, the amount of crew required by the schedule goes over the upper limit we set earlier. With this instant visibility that updates as the schedule does, I can quickly and easily resolve any kind of resource constraint that comes up. Thank you for your time. If you'd like to find out more about us, please visit us at www.phoenixps.com.